Hello, this is Tom Chambers for PokerSavvy.com. I'm making a one tabling video at the 4080 mixed game on full tilt. We're playing stud high low right now. It's a 7 game, and right now we're in the eighth hand of stud high low. Obviously, I started the video at a nice point. I got a really nice hand dealt, and am just going to keep on betting. This actually just got a little more interesting, given that he's got what could be a very strong low. All the sixes and twos are live, so he could technically have a straight right now. But I do have, there's also plenty of ways he can have one pair, and I have what's the word? Uh, I have two aces and two sevens, so I've got some of his straights blocked. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and value bet here. The main reason I'm value betting is because when he just calls the turn, and I can't have a low, he most likely has a pair and a low, pair and a low draw. So, or he started with what was the other possibility? Um, the other possibility is like he started with hearts. He peeled. He peeled the four because he picked up a three low, and he's also got hearts, and then he's got a four flush and a four low, either hearts or diamonds, one way or the other, but doesn't have a pair. But the more likely scenario is that one of those cards, the 5 4 3, was on board, either the three or the four, paired him, gave him a pair and a low draw on Sixth Street. He would raise if he had a low because I couldn't have a low, so would think that he was free rolling me. Would almost always be correct that he would be free rolling me, even though I might have had a low draw to a seven myself. But let me pull it back up. Right. So when he's got uh, when he's makes the decision to just call on Sixth Street, he almost always has at just a low draw. So he has four low cards, and if he's got a starting hand that got to that point, pretty good chance that the reason that he's not got a low yet is because he paired his three or his four, which means that on the river he will sometimes make two pair, and the possibility of him paying me off with two pair is, I think, greater than the chance of rolled kings and Raz. I love it. Is greater than the chance that he makes a better high hand and raises and I have to pay off. If he's going to raise me with his whatever low he ends up making, that's obviously fine. We still chop the pot. The one weird thing there is that it's tough for him to make a low that's strong enough to raise me, given all the dead cards that aren't a straight. That isn't a straight. There were two aces, two sevens out of the deck, and I'm glad I noticed the game switched. I've actually done that before. I've been the bring in with a king and had been rolled up and cold three bet a guy this exact action. Somebody opened an ace re-raised, and I looked up and was like, yes, I have, because I thought we were still playing stud eight. Um, I have the perfect scenario. I've got a rolled up hand against a re-raising ace in stud eight. I'm gonna get huge action, and then it was like two streets later that I realized what happened.